You're watching the Utica Comets face off.
The way the National Hockey League is set up this year leaves a lot of room for young players to get some opportunities. Each NHL team has 4 to 6 of its AHL players up on its taxi squad this season. Add on top of that the 5 Comets players who are called up to the St. Louis Blues throughout the year, and there's a lot of opportunity in Utica. And one of those young players is Jack Rathbone. He left Harvard University 2 years early to make the switch and go pro this season. The Vancouver Canucks kept him on their taxi squad to start the year before sending him down to Utica, where he made an immediate impact. His first game in Utica, actually, he had 3 assists, and it was his first pro game as well. Jack, what was your mindset coming in to this season after not even having played for an entire year before this?
Yeah, I mean, it helps when you're playing with really good players. I think, playing with Woozy there pretty early on made things pretty easy. And obviously continuing to build that chemistry with everyone basically on the team. But yeah, early on, it was more just pure excitement to be playing hockey again. I think being able to compete and take hits, make plays, all the little things that you kind of miss in terms of practice reps. So I think, I just came in there trying to work hard, and obviously you don't try and contribute from the point side as much. You kind of just focus on trying to make the right play, try and get into the forwards' hands, especially being a D-man, try and get into the forwards' hands, let them make plays. So, no, it's been good so far, and hopefully we can keep things going.
When you were at Canucks training camp and on the Vancouver taxi squad, and now you're here in Utica watching the guys around you, what do you take away from seeing these other professional hockey players' games, especially when you know that a guy like Dakota Joshua is just one example of someone who was just here a few weeks ago on the Comets, gets called up and scores his first NHL goal in his first NHL game?
Yeah, I think Dakota was there before I got here, but no, it's really cool to see guys get rewarded for the hard work they put in down here, and just shows you how close you are to achieving your dream. And I think gives you a little bit more, not that you need it, but a little bit more motivation every day coming to the rink, knowing that really any day it could be, you could be on a flight going to Vancouver, St. Louis. So no, it's definitely cool.
Jack, how do you judge success? Like, how do you know that you're actually doing the right things on a day-to-day basis here?
Yeah, I think especially coming down here and talking with Vancouver's management and all the staff, both up there and down here. I think for me, a lot of it's trying to round out my 200-foot game. I think my strengths are obviously my creativity and my offensive game, but I think when I'm at my best, I think I'm moving my feet and I'm playing a full 200 feet. Obviously being able to create from the red line towards their end, but being able to make a good first pass and then kind of be that fourth forward and being able to jump into the rush. So I think that's when I'm at my best. And I mean, just in terms of long-term goals, obviously you want to play in the NHL, but I think down here, going to the rink every day with that same mindset and trying to accomplish something, I think every single day is something that the perspective that I've taken is going to the rink, whether it's video or off ice or obviously on ice, you're going to get your reps in, but trying to accomplish something every day to get better and obviously achieve that dream.
And Jack, who do you have as your role models? Who have your role models been as you've gone to try and achieve that dream, and who have guided you along the way to this really impactful and successful start to your pro career?
Yeah, I think obviously my parents, I think are 2 people that have been pretty influential in obviously my career, and both on and off the ice. My dad being my coach for a really long time. He played hockey at Boston College and then was drafted by the Islanders and eventually played pro. So I think him and my mom have been obviously the 2 most influential people in my life. And then I think both my little brother and sister, obviously my younger brother was diagnosed with autism at a young age, so he kind of puts things in perspective for you. And the opportunity, you've been afforded to play this game and play it at such a high level and hopefully make a career out of it is something that I definitely don't take for granted. So I think those 2 kind of in the back of my head, going to the rink every day is something that, again, like I said, not that you need the extra motivation, but if you do need to tap into it, it's there.
Well, Jack, you've looked pretty motivated on the ice and clearly have had that impact. Congrats on that second pro goal now as well. Utica Comets forward Jack Rathbone of the Vancouver Canucks organization, really thank you for your time to introduce yourself to the community a little bit more now that you're here before tonight's game. Let's take one more quick look at Rathbone's numbers so far this year, too. In 6 games played, he has 6 points. He just scored his second pro goal, like we said. That was on Saturday, and he's helping out his teammates with 4 assists, too. And just 21 years old, Jack is a guy that you should keep your eye on. Maybe see him in the NHL sooner rather than later.